Hi, welcome to Classy Chassis with me, Ryan, and this is the new daily driver, a Mercedes C-Class. Now, this was the bargain of a lifetime. As you can see, it's dirty. It's seen better days on the wheels, but we're going to change that today. The sun is shining, but quickly, I'm just going to give you a quick tour around the car. So this is the Avant-Garde Special. It's a 2001. And it's only had a handful of owners. The last owners was a lovely old couple who I purchased the car off. And yeah, I cannot believe how much I paid for this. It's the petrol 2.5 engine, so it does have plenty of power. Now, like all Mercedes, they do have the problems. Now, mechanically, this is perfect. The interior is untouched. I'll just show you. Those back seats have never had any bottoms on them. It's so clean and tidy inside. As well as the front, there's a little bit of dirt on the driver's side, but again, I'm going to clean that up today. It's got a lovely Pioneer touchscreen DAB radio. Now, funny enough, the stereo system was worth more than the car. I'll tell you the price in a minute. So, what am I going to do with this car? Well, apart from we're going to just take it to be cleaned and get all the grime off it. We're going to put new number plates on. We're going to give it a full service, oil and air filter. As you can see, the wheels need a bit of love and care, so we're going to rub them down and we're going to paint the wheels. The only bit of bad bodywork is this little bit here. So I've been to the paint shop and I've had the proper paint mix. So we're going to sand that down, prime it and paint it, and hopefully that's all it needs. The engine runs smooth and it's nice and quiet. It's just done over 110,000 miles. I've got full service history with it. So I'm going to do the oil service now. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to put this engine flush in. So according to the instructions, you get the car up to temperature, which we've done, and then we're going to put this inside. Run it for around about 15 minutes, and then we will be able to drain the oil out. So we'll just pour it in. Put the cap back on, and we'll just run it for 15 minutes. So while the oil is actually draining from underneath, I'm going to now remove the oil filter, which is at the top. Nice and warm. And there you go. I'll just get a rag. I'm just letting the last bits of the oil run out. It's on the passenger side on a UK right-hand drive car, and apparently it's 7.25 litres of oil, and it's really getting full, that drip tray is. So hopefully it doesn't overflow, else we'll have a mess on the car park. So I'll come back to you in a minute when that's finished draining off and we can fit the oil filter and put the new oil in. So while the oil's draining, I'm going to put the new oil filter on. Now, the kit consists of the filter and then the new washers. Now there's 1, 2, 3. And as you see, so there's one, the big one here, and then there's another one in the middle, and then that one. So I'm just going to replace them. It's always important to replace the washers because rubber perishes. So start with the big one first. So just get a little screwdriver, flathead, and just so it comes off dead easy because it's worn probably. That's the big one. So I'll replace that one first. That should tuck up nice and easy as far as it'll go. So that's the top one. Then we've got this middle one. Right, there you go. So that's the new filter and the new washers. So we'll put that back in the car and then we'll put some new oil in it. So 7 litres this engine takes, apparently, according to the book. So I'm just putting the last 2. And that'll probably do for another 6 to 10,000 miles. So I've just had a pleasant surprise when I've unscrewed the air filter boxes. They're only fitted with K&N air filters. So what I've done, I've took them out. I know you can get a kit to clean them. So in the meantime, I'm just going to put these ones in. And then when I've got the cleaning kit, I can put the NGK back on. NGK K&N air filters, sorry, back on. So I'm wondering if this old couple who had the car off were boy racers. I like to think they were, because the stereo system, which I'll show you in the back, there's an amp been fitted in a boombox. So I can just imagine them blasting out music on a Sunday on the way to church. Right, make sure they're all in. Just torque side, screw them down. Right, one service complete. So we'll just start it up, get all the oil flowing, and then we'll get on to the good stuff. Whew, I tell you what, we complain when it's cold, but then when it's warm, we complain. Good old British weather, eh? So I'm doing this back wheel first because while the wheel's off, I'm going to just get the grinder and take the paint off this so we can have a go at spraying it. I don't want to do all the wheels, make them all nice and get the sand and then get all the dust over them. So I'm going to multitask. I've already undone the nuts, so don't worry, they weren't loose. I'm going to do one wheel at a time just in case the weather changes, because I don't want to take all the wheels off and it rains, because then I won't be able to get back home. Help if I put some power on. Right, we're going to use this nasty paint stripper. Goes on the angle grinder. We're just going to, hopefully it's not rotten, it's just surface rust, because this will find it. It's not rotten. So now I'll just get a Scotch-Brite pad and rub all that, and then we'll put some primer on, let it dry. Oh, we'll mask off, of course. So we're going to put some grey primer on. And just let that to dry, man. Then we'll put another coat on. I might put a little skim of body filler, because it's got a bit of dimples then, but we'll see. So right, we'll make a start on this back wheel, and mainly the damage is in the middle of the stars, apart from a little bit there. So just a fine grade sandpaper, and we just take the rough off. So as you can see, she's all masked up, and I'm just going to use this wheel silver. Anything can be better than what it was. Apparently you don't need any primer. Spray it on. More coat you put on, more silver it is. So we'll just do the edges first. Right, we'll let that dry and we'll put another coat on, and hopefully that's all it'll need. Right, it's been a couple of hours now and that is totally dry. So I've had some custom paint made and it's brilliant, Mercedes Brilliant Silver. So part number or paint code for this is 744. Again, just a quick dusting. And we'll leave that and then we'll put another coat on it. So I've painted this rear wheel and it's okay. It's better than it was, but it's because I'm trying to rush because I'm going to lose light in a minute and I've got another 3 to do. This back little part I've done, it's had a couple of coats of silver. Again, I've got to let it dry and then I can lacquer it. But again, at least you can't see no big rust patches. So far so good. So I'm just going to leave all the masking on until it's dry. And then I'll move on and do the other 3 wheels. So here she is in all her glory, and you've got to admit it looks a lot better than it did this morning. So how much did I pay for this Mercedes C-Class? Well, it had 12 months MOT, full service history, handful of owners, and I only paid £300 for this. So I've had a bargain, and it looks $1,000. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'm going to go and enjoy this now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.